So there are 4 phases in the idea generation. The first is prepare. Gather as much information as you can. And this is where we have a wonderful source called the internet, where you can really delve into the internet and grab a whole lot of things. The second is absorption. Get totally wrapped up in your idea and think a lot about them. Now, remember when I told you that one of my hobbies was fly fishing? Remember I said that? Now, I collected a monthly that was produced by a company called the Complete Fly Fisher. And they used to produce, they still do, produce a monthly magazine, which is very, very valuable because they have articles on destinations, and they have articles on equipment, and specifically they have articles on how to tie flies and what sort of flies and what's eating what, and this type of thing. So very valuable. So it's like if you're into sewing and handicraft and that, it's like a craft magazine that comes out every month that you don't want to throw away. So these things were starting to pile up in my study all around the place. And I thought to myself, sure, I wonder if there is some kind of a filing system that would keep these things where I could put them on a shelf and not just on the floor. So I searched the internet and searched and searched and searched, could not come up. Well, I could come up with parts of things, but not come up with an entire solution. And I didn't like what you can buy in CNA these days, which is that little thin thing like that where you just put the magazines in, because magazines, because they don't have any rigidity, would fall over like this and get dog-eared and broken on the corners. So I set about designing my own. And I spent about 6 months, 7 months designing and working through systems and this type of thing. And I actually have developed a magazine holder that you slip your magazines in, and you can open it up like this file. So you can turn to any page like that, it'll stay open, more or less like this thing does, and you can follow what's written there. I patented it and everything. So that came out of a need that I had. And it was, so I prepared by going in and looking for a lot of stuff, couldn't find it. Then I got completely wrapped up in the idea, how can I solve this? How can I solve this? How can I make it? What's the best to make it out of? What's the product? What is the system to hold it together? How do I, asking all of these questions, and it consumed me for quite a time before I came to the answer. Incubation, once you've come up with nothing, relax, do other things, don't think about your idea. And I remember this quite clearly. I remember, how's this going to work? How's this going to work? It's got to work. There's got to be a way. And I went on holiday. And because I'm relaxed, and because my mind was clear, the solution started to jump in. And when I got back, I was able to start working on those ideas to the product it is today. Revelation. Sometimes out of nowhere, your mind will come up with a solution. I'm sure you've had that. Have anybody had that? It's quite an amazing experience. Where you just, you kind of like go to bed and you're sleeping. Whoa! I've just got the solution to my problem. Which is a great thing to happen. With us?
Yes.
Okay. So that's kind of a little roadmap, if you like, that you can take.